June 5th and 12th, double issue. It's a beach. There's two men standing. One is the Grim Reaper. He's wearing board shorts and like if his cloak was cut off into a hoodie, and he's got his scythe. And he's looking at this man with a crew cut, sunglasses. It's a nice day on the beach, the sun is shining. The man on the beach is not wearing a shirt, but he's wearing board shorts and sandals. And the caption is, "And then I thought, why not live a little?" It's like a play on a Jeff Koons artwork of the inflatable balloon animal, the dog, except both of its legs, back legs, is broken and deflated, and then around the head part of the balloon is a cone. So it's the dog cone. The dog is sick. We're in a playground. There's two men sitting on a bench, and kind of in the periphery of the frame you can see children and play equipment, but you can't see really the whole of any of the people or the play equipment. You can see a swing and a sandbox. And the two men, one is saying to the other, they're just wearing boring t-shirts and long pants. You liked it. It's one of those kids' movies that's also good for stupid adults. There's a man standing on a stage. The curtain is down. Was being used as a backdrop. He's standing, there's maybe like 2 meters of stage space available to him, standing behind a microphone on a stand, holding a sledgehammer. He looks like late 40s, mid-late 40s. He's got a mustache like this. He's a bit scruffy looking, wearing a sweater and a collared shirt, slacks, and on the ground, on the stage in front of him, is a banjo. And the caption says, "And now a request from the audience." I don't know if this counts as a cartoon. It's a single panel, primarily in purple and green. It's a woman on her porch on a rocking chair. She's reading a book. Suspended above her is a jar filled with supposed fireflies, which are illuminating the book so she can read. There's a kind of night light. So into my wire. It's a psychiatrist's office, or possibly a psychoanalyst, because the patient is lying down on the bed. There's a couple of diplomas on the wall. So there's two men lying on the couch. Kind of has his arms up slightly like this. And he's got big eyes. The psychiatrist has a mustache and glasses. He's writing something down on a piece of paper and kind of looking out of the side of his eyes at his patient. And the caption says, "I guess I want what everyone wants, $1 billion for being a jerk." Oh, this is a comic strip. It's Donald Trump playing golf. He has a very, very orange head and "Make America Great" hat again, except it doesn't say "Make America Great," it's just red. But you know that's what it is. And he's lining up a golf ball. It's on a tee. He's getting ready to shoot, swing. In the distance you can see the green, and it's surrounded by like a lot of sand traps. And there's also a few palm trees, and they look like the wind is blowing because they all kind of slanted in one direction. Now, he's got a caddy next to him, and he looks kind of insane, holding his club, looking down with like a crazy grin. The caption says, "Just imagine the hole is world peace, and the sand traps are nuclear Armageddon, and the club is your ability to deal calmly and rationally with complex situations." Wow, it's deep. We're in a subway car, but it looks like there's lots of paintings on the wall of the subway car. There's 4 people in there, 3 in contemporary dress, 1 in streetwear, in like a man slouched over in a cap, staring at his phone, sneakers, t-shirt. There's a woman in the distance reading, and then there's a businessman holding onto the pole, reading a newspaper. And then in the foreground there's a woman in like Victorian style dress with like high collar, puffy sleeves, very cinched waist, and it looks like she has like a picnic basket with her. And there's a thought bubble coming out of her head. She is kind of like a very fancy updo. The thought bubble says, "My, what a fascinating man, how he stares rapturously into that electronic device. He must have a keen grasp of technology, and so many important things to do. Oh, and I can see that his cap and blouse bear the name of his favourite sporting team. They must be quite a team to inspire such devotion in so discerning a man. And what of his very casual comportment? Such a nonchalant posture suggests he is unencumbered by society's standards. You know, he is right. To the devil with society's standards. I must approach him this minute and offer him my hand in marriage." Oh, I've done this one before. There's two chefs standing around a table. They both have the stereotypical chef's hat, tie, flouncy top. One of them is looking at the other, whisking something in a bowl. The other is has a rolling pin and a ball of dough. The caption reads, "You're the first person I've met who didn't become a pastry chef after suffering a nervous breakdown working in a corporate job." It's a desert island, very small, maybe 5 meters round. There's a palm tree in the middle of it with one coconut. There's a man sitting under it. He has ragged clothes and very long, scruffy hair, white in colour. He's putting up his hand like this as a man is crawling up onto the island, presumably recently lost at sea. The caption says, "Before you say anything, let me tell you which TV shows I don't want spoilers on." It's a subway platform. There's two people on it. It's Canal Street. There's the platform. There's a gentleman standing. He's dressed quite nicely in a nice sweater, collared shirt, slacks, belt, holding a cup of coffee, round glasses. He's looking to his left, the other person on the platform, who looks like he could be a magician in a old-timey context, or a wizard. It's a wizard, sorry. And he's holding a staff. He's wearing like a weird, like a nightcap, but it's a plain tunic, and his staff has like a weird, I don't know what that is. Like an ogre thing with wings. And he's gesticulating out like this. And the caption says, "Take heed, for your journey is filled with long delays and unexpected service changes." It's a house, a clapboard house. A woman has opened up the door. She's seeing her child off to somewhere, possibly not school. Looks like they're wearing a baseball glove. And behind the corner of the house, just sneaking out his head, is a snowman. Yeah, he looks kind of mischievous. He's got the carrot nose and the stone mouth, top hat. And the mother saying to her child, with the warmer weather, you don't have to worry about the snowman of eternal damnation. And down in the corner is this little box of text that says, wrong. We are at an execution scene with a guillotine. There's a bunch of angry villagers around with pitchforks and old-timey hats. I guess it could be like New England times. Anyway, there's a man pointing a shotgun. These two men wearing traditional fancy wigs with the curls. They're wearing frock coats and short little pants and stockings. They're being led up the steps to the guillotine. And the caption says, any moment now, sire, they'll get outrage fatigue. It looks like it's a dinner party. It's framed very cinematically, with two people at the foreground, a man and a woman. They're quite dressed up and they're both holding drinks. And in the background, there's two people in the kitchen. One of them is holding a plate of hors d'oeuvres, and someone else is holding a jar of something, and they look like they're having an argument. And I presume that the people at the front are the people saying this caption. Just pretend it's immersive theatre. There's two figures. They could be monks or religious type people. Could be Jesus. I don't know. One of them has a beard, a long beard. Their hair is all quite flat. They're wearing sandals, sitting on stones in a kind of desolate area. The man man in the center has a beard, and he looks like this. A man next to him, to his left, staring at him, with bright eyes also. And the caption says, everyone wants to know what Jesus would do. No one ever asks how Jesus is feeling about his complicated relationship with his Father. A man is sitting on a couch. He's on his laptop. He looks a bit scruffy, like he's come home from work and unbuttoned his business shirt. Is there a phone or a remote control next to him? Behind him is a woman looking cross, with her arms crossed. saying, I don't know. I think we should look for funnier car insurance. This week's contest is the pool with the giant beach ball in it, where you can't see any of the pool. There's just this half a beach ball, giant, protruding out of it, and there's people around the pool in various states of relaxation in various kinds of swimwear, and a man who's just come in holding a smaller version of the beach ball. He's talking to a woman. That is this week's contest, where you have to think of captions. So, but the winning caption for June 5th and 12th, 2017, it is of a man and a woman wearing quite fancy clothes. They're tied up and their feet are in buckets. Presumably the buckets are filled with cement. They're kind of rough, worse for wear looking. And it could be at a bar, or maybe even a gallery, can't quite tell. And there's a woman dressed kind of formal, casual, holding a glass of wine with a hoop earring, necklace, flats. It's a dress with a belt, a low-waisted belt. The caption is, presumably she is the one saying this. So when are you taking the plunge? Now, the finalists for this cartoon, so it's a park, two people sitting on a bench. One is holding a book looking to his left, and another person who's completely covered with birds, probably pigeons. The three finalists for the captions are, shall I keep reading? I'm more of a rat person. And here come the bees. That's it.